Hello, rejects. Mr. Bubbles here. I am a newly dedicated Warhammer 40k Darktide player, which was a mouthful, but it also means I've suffered enough to give advice. But I am still occasionally getting folded by a single poxwalker. Either way, today I'm going over things I wish I knew when I started, so you can spend less time confused and more time enjoying the game. Let's get into it. First and most important, explore the map. And I don't just mean glance slightly to the left. I mean actually check side paths, corners, behind every cover, everywhere. This is how you find plasteel and diamantine, which are essential for upgrading weapons and curios. You'll also find things like martyr skulls and heretical idols, which give bonus plasteel. And yes, it feels like you're looting garbage mid-apocalypse, and that's because you are. But trust me, more materials equals better gear, which means next time you'll survive just slightly longer. Second, don't waste resources on early gear. Early on, the game throws weapons at you constantly, even throughout the game. But don't just dump resources into something at an early level. You're basically upgrading something you'll replace in one run. What you want to look for are weapons with strong stat distribution, ideally pushing towards that 80% cap. It's best to make sure the weapon has its stats distributed in areas that match your playstyle, like damage, mobility, etc., things like that. Think of early gear as temporary tools, not long-term investments, because nothing hurts more than realizing you fully upgraded a weapon that you immediately delete. Respawn trick. This one can save some runs. If a teammate goes down and you're waiting for their rescue spawn, here's what you do. Turn around, run back through the map. Yes, it feels wrong, but the game places rescue points based on your team's position. So moving backward can spawn your teammate in a much safer, closer location. Less fighting, faster recovery, fewer we all wiped trying to save one guy situations, which happens a lot. Keep in mind this trick only works if everyone who is still alive does it. Now let's talk toughness, because this mechanic is not obvious. Most people think toughness means a second health bar. And that's only half true, because against ranged damage, toughness blocks everything until it breaks. Against melee damage, it's conditional. Here's the key. If you're at 100% toughness, most melee hits do 0 health damage, unless it's some special melee attack from like a mauler or something. But if your toughness is even slightly chipped, melee hits will bleed through straight into your health bar, scaling based on how much toughness you are missing. So what does this mean in practice? Stay aggressive to regenerate toughness, coherency, kills, etc. Block and dodge more than you think you need to, and don't just face tank because I still have blue bar. Because once that toughness drops, your health disappears fast. Next, Poxbursters, aka the walking panic attacks. If you hear that deep clicking sound, yeah, that's not your teammate's mic. That's death jogging toward you. Here's what you do. Push them. Block, push. When they jump at you to explode, a well-timed shove will stagger them and send them flying back like a very angry balloon. It feels incredible, it looks heroic, it will save your run. What you don't do is panic shoot them when they're already next to your team, because congratulations, you did kill the Poxburster, but you also just screwed your team in the process. So remember, if you're clicking, don't panic. Let it get close, push, watch it fly away, and feel like a genius. Mess it up? Well, at least it will be quick. Avoid Demonhosts. Seriously, they're not worth the risk, and the rewards are non-existent. How to avoid them. Listen for whispering audio cues. Pay attention to your character. They'll say things like Demonhosts nearby. Use pings to reveal them if you're unsure. If you can't see the area ahead of you but you can hear them, hitting that ping button just might outline their location for you. If you see one, do not shoot it, do not walk into it, do not test your luck. Just quietly back away like you accidentally walked into the wrong room at a party. Ammo and med crates. How to use them smarter. A lot of new players either hoard them forever or drop them instantly. The right approach is somewhere in between. Watch your team UI. Ammo icons turning orange and red means maybe it's time to consider an ammo crate. If health bars are low across the team, that med crate value just went up. But also think about timing. About to enter a large holdout fight, great time to drop one. About to reach a Medicaid station, maybe don't waste it. And a quick reminder, med crates do not heal corruption damage. So if your health bar looks suspiciously purple, that'll be staying until you find a Medicaid. Finally, experiment with your build. Yes, there are meta builds. Yes, they're strong. Yes, you can play by looking them up and just running with that. That's fine. But if you're not doing high difficulty content yet, you don't need them. Each class has multiple viable playstyles, melee focused, range heavy, support oriented, ability spam. Try things out, swap talents, test weapons. Understanding why something works is way more valuable than just copying a build without knowing the ins and out of it. Also, it's more fun. And if you're not having fun, you're just getting bullied by heretics for no reason. Alright, that's everything I wish I knew when I started. If this helped you out, let me know. And if I missed anything, I know you're already going to let me know about it in the comments below. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel out a ton. And as always, I will catch you in the next one.